Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back today with another 4 trades. Today's date is October the 22nd. I've had a great day of trading, and especially for the last week of trading since I switched my accounts over to GCI Financial. I'll show you that later on. My last 7 days of trading. All of these trades are a great way to trade. That's the way I teach it within the training videos. Along with I teach how to trade the flow of the market. These are things that you have to learn and master to become a successful trader. And once you accomplish that, all systems will work for you. So when I got up this morning around 6 a.m., I was checking out the meter, scanning the market, especially my workhorses. Now, what I call a workhorse is pairs that are going to be moving on a daily basis. Like I like to see 100 pips or more in within the blue box, or from the time it opens, which is right here, to the time that it closes. And today is not over yet, just to let you know. And that's roughly 100 pips there. I like to see 100 pips or more. Today went already 101, and the ADR is 132. It still has some room to go down, but 40 more pips, by the way. I could have stayed in the trade. This can easily keep going down some more, but that's why I like to do 2 to 5 trades daily. This way here, the ones that don't move too much, like these 2 euro pairs, that's okay because the pound pairs were moving more so. So you have to learn how to trade in this manner. Okay, let's start with this Euro New Zealand. We'll just drag and drop it up. See where I got in at, right here at this cursor. Now I took the trades that they were all about 25 minutes after 8. Around a little bit more than an hour and a half. I'm done just after 10 a.m. I closed them all with one click of the mouse with my script called EA. Remember, if you want it, I got it free on the internet, and if I get it for free, I'll give it to you. Just shoot me an email asking for the script called Close All. So I took the trade at this cursor and went against me 6 pips, and for no particular reason other than I was happy as I was looking at the totals down at the bottom. I closed it out, looks like with 9 pips here. 9 pips on the Euro New Zealand, paid $599. Now, as I said, all these trades were a great way to trade. That's using the moving averages along with the indicators down at the bottom. And of course, I was looking at the meter, and the euro and the pound were at the bottom, and the New Zealand and the Aussie in real time were at the top. Starting to do a pullback, that's why it's getting weaker now. Most of these trades, if not all, you could have also used Fibonacci, which I am going to talk a bit about that. I have an advanced Fibonacci called FibMaster. I am releasing it very soon. So let's go to the, let's go to the 5 minutes and see how that fib would have worked. Let's see where I got in at. I said around 8:30. I got in right in this area. So down on the 5 minutes, it blows it up a little bit more, brings a little bit more clarity. Swing pivot high to swing pivot low. There it did pull back, either entry 1, 2, or 3, and it almost made it to 2. So that's usually the target. And as I said, I got in the trade, and let's see where I got in again. At this cursor. And as I said, I closed it out here with 9 pips. Okay, let's take a look at this Fibonacci and see how well it worked. Swing pivot high, swing pivot low. There was the pullback. Should have got in a little bit higher up, but not a big deal. The difference here was only about 6 pips, and I closed out the trade, looks like with 11 pips. And I'm glad I did. As you can see, I would have gave all the profits back. I teach how to avoid these problems. Don't you just hate giving profits back to the market? Well, so do I. But anyhow, those 11 pips paid us $781. Now, the more things that are lining up and telling you to either buy or sell, the odds are greatly improved in your favor to have a successful trading day. That's why I like to use indicators. I know they're lagging, but if you know how to trade the indicators, they don't repaint, and I teach exactly how to trade the flow of the market. This is what you have to learn. And without training and education, guess what? You will lose. So let's drag and drop, get into these pound pairs. Let's see where I got in at. Still on the 5 minutes because it shows clarity. Okay. I'll do the Fibonacci in a moment or two. As you can see, I could have made more pips on this one. But again, I took the trade at this cursor. It did go against me. Oh, a whopping, looks like 2 pips. That's exactly the way I like to trade. I don't like to, for it to go more than 20 pips against me. But sometimes it happens with these pound pairs. But this is the way I like the trade to go. And if you like to trade this way, this is the way I actually teach. And of course, I closed out the trade, looks like with 22 pips. And 22 pips on the pound New Zealand was $1,466. This trade again was a great way to trade. And it was a great Fibmaster trade. So let's check it out. Go from the high to the low. Any one of these are all the same. Came back to number, actually all the way up to 3 here. Ideally, this would have been better up here, but when I saw it go up to there, as it was dropping, I took the trade. Got in at this cursor. Went up against me again, 2 pips, not a big deal. And I closed it out here. As I said, I was happy with the totals. And with one click of the mouse, I closed all 4 trades in 1 second. And it looks like this was 23 pips. And 23 pips on the pound New Zealand. Paid $1,466. So let's move on to the next pair, which is the pound Aussie. Let's see what's happening with this one. Okay, took the trade again, right at this cursor. Looks like it went against me 2 pips again. And I closed it out after I saw it bouncing around a bit. And I decided to close the trade. And I ended up with 24 pips. And 24 pips on the pound Aussie paid $1,705. So for today, I ended up with 67 pips. And 67 pips paid $4,553. And of course, this was a great way to trade, along with a great Fibmaster trade. So let's run a check. Swing high, swing low. Came back to entry 3 here. And usually I like to see it hit target 2, but it struggled. And when it struggled, I just decided to close out the trade. Remember, there's 4 entries here with rules on where it has a probability target. And just to let you know that there is 10 targets. Sometimes it'll hit it. But if you can get between 2 and up to 6, that's the usual range that the market will move. The reason Fibonacci works is because millions of traders are using it. and it forces you to trade the proper way. And the proper way, and there is only one way to trade, is called the flow of the market. Market movement. How many times have you taken a trade? Let's say here, you sell, and you're down 40 pips. Or here, you sell, then you're down 30 pips. I used to do that all the time. So you have to learn how to trade the right way. And that's the way that I teach how to trade within the Pro Trigger along with the Fibmaster. So if your system is not producing like my Pro Trigger, I suggest you get your hands on it, and to do so, all you have to do is look right below this video and you'll see the Pro Trigger system. I do charge $250 for it. It has 3.5 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Now it comes with 4 MT4 templates, 9 custom indicators, and my favorite meter. Comes with a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and that means there's a lot of training and education, which is what you need to succeed. Now my number one way of trading is a great way to trade, and there are many ways to trade. That's why there are 42 training videos and 9 bonus videos. But 9 out of 10 of my trades are a great way to trade. Now what makes this a little bit better, the Pro Trigger is within these subjects. Now in all the videos I give a lot of advanced training, tips and tricks. I teach how to get near perfect timing entries. I teach how to stay in the trade for more pips. I teach how to trade at the right hand edge, and I teach how to trade higher time frames. I also obviously teach how to trade the new and improved Pro Trigger version 2. Now in a lot of these videos you're going to see dozens and dozens, many great trade setups, what the chart should look like just prior to pulling the trigger. Also teach how to back test the Pro Trigger, which is what I still do, 6 to 8 hours every weekend. I still practice. This is very important that you back test. It will speed up your learning curve. You need a lot of chart time and you need a lot of education. I speak from experience because I got 50,000 hours of chart time in, and I spent over $70,000 in education. And that adds up to 546 gigabytes of education and over 20,000 training videos. Now you don't have to go to that extreme, but you're not going to buy one system and you will find success. You will complain many times over and over like I did. I had to buy 700 systems until I finally realized it wasn't the system. It is not the system. You have to learn how to trade movement within the market. And once you do that, any system will work. That's just a heads up, but you still need to get the education. And that stuff, that training, how to trade the flow of the market, is not available free on the web. You have to pay for that. And that is why you get thousands of people selling, and they're selling their system, and even their system. Be lucky if 50% of the people who get it, it actually works. I would say much, much less than that. And if you've been doing this for 2 or more years and bought a bunch of systems, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Remember, you have to learn how to trade the market movement. I also teach how to scan the market, how to trade all 3 sessions, including this London close. I also teach how to trade pullbacks and reversals. When price comes back to the goal line, bounces off and keeps going down, going with the direction of the trend, that's a pullback. Now if it broke through here and kept going up, that is what I call a reversal. Also teach how to trade the news and how to trade with a day job. But by far the easiest and the fastest way you're going to find success, in other words making pips, making money, will be within a great way to trade. Now if you have any questions at all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. Here's my email address. Remember, there's an underscore here. Also, I do prefer Skype. All you got to do is click on this link. We'll have Skype connection, and through screen sharing, I'll give you a free session. It'll probably last about 45 minutes. And of course, over the course of many years, I've been building trigger systems, and if you click on this link, you'll see 28 screen shots. I just wanted to quickly show you also, I'm doing a little bit of advertising for it. It's the FibMaster full course here. It's not completed yet. I've rounded it out to 30 videos. There might even be more. It's going to take me another, I don't know how long it'll take, because I'm trying to show many trade examples as the days are happening. So you can put this on pause and you can read it. It's an advanced Fibonacci tool for the, as it says here, it's the FibMaster tool that you put it into your MT4 platform. And once you have it, then you will be able to trade using this FibMaster. But keep in mind, you still need the training and education on how to trade it. Just because you have Fibonacci does not mean you will find success. I teach the right way to trade it. Oh yes, almost forgot to show you, but I wanted to show you account history for the past 7 days of trading. Since I opened this account, it's a new account at GCI Financial. It's the broker of my choice. I put in a bunch of trades. I did not count them all. You can sit there and count them if you want. But I did have 3 losers. One here, here, and here. My losers are small. And my winners, as you can see, most of them are much bigger. This is the way that you have to learn how to trade. Remember, trading the market, flow of the market. Keep your losers on the smaller side and let your winners run a little bit more. Now, many of these I could have let it run longer, but I close the trade when I'm happy. So you as a trader have to make up your own mind as to how you want to manage a trade management, money management, and don't forget the psychological part, proper mindset. You have to have that in order. But as you can see, in 7 days, 7 trading days, I ended up making, looks like $32,596. So for you traders out there, think that I don't know how to trade, I don't show enough losers. Well, I'm showing you some losers here. I'm not the world's best trader, but I'm a pretty good trader using the Pro Trigger. And if you can produce results like this, I'm sure you would be as happy as what I am. So for 1 week of working, 32,000 is a pretty good total. And this is what I teach, how to trade this way within my last 6 trigger systems that I completed and put together this year. So that just about wraps up this video. And of course, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, bye for now.